Hey there, Fantasy Premier League managers. Welcome back to the channel. With so many matches being played, it's the perfect time to make some serious moves in our mini-leagues. But with so much football happening, it can be tricky to keep track of which teams are facing easy fixtures and which ones are facing a nightmare run. That's where the fixture difficulty rating comes in. This little beauty can be the difference between a red arrow and a green arrow, a disastrous game week and a triumphant one. So over the next few minutes, we're going to dive deep into the next 10 game weeks, analyzing the fixture difficulty ratings and pinpointing the teams and players you need to have on your radar. Get your notebooks ready because you don't want to miss this. All right, folks, buckle up because we have a packed schedule ahead as we plunge into the November rush. From game week 10 all the way through to game week 19, it's crucial to understand the fixture difficulty ratings. This isn't just about picking the obvious players, it's about understanding the nuances of each team's schedule and identifying those hidden gems who could be about to explode. Rotation risk goes through the roof, and having a squad equipped to handle those uncertainties is paramount. A strong run over these 10 game weeks could catapult you up the rankings and put you in a fantastic position for the second half of the season. On the flip side, ignore the fixture difficulty rating at your peril. Let's get into it. Right then, let's get down to brass tacks and talk about the teams with mouth-watering fixtures over the next 10 game weeks. These are the sides you want to be loading up on, the ones who, on paper at least, have a relatively straightforward run-in. First up, we're looking for teams with a high concentration of green fixtures. Green, my friends, is the color of points in FPL. These teams are generally facing weaker opposition, teams who might be struggling for form or leaking goals for fun. This is where we can find some real differentials, those under-the-radar players who could bring in big hauls. Keep an eye out for those budget-friendly midfielders and defenders who are nailed on for starts. We need to find the sweet spot, the teams who are firing on all cylinders and have the fixtures to match. Now, let's talk about a team that needs no introduction. Liverpool, yes, they've had a bit of a rollercoaster ride so far this season, but their upcoming fixture list is enough to get even the most pessimistic FPL manager licking their lips. We're talking about a run of games that includes clashes against teams down in the lower echelons of the table, teams who are leaking goals like it's going out of fashion. This is the perfect opportunity for Mo Salah and Co. to rediscover their goal-scoring touch and rack up some serious points. Keep a close eye on Luis Diaz, who's been a revelation since his arrival at Anfield. And let's not forget about Trent Alexander-Arnold, the assist king himself. So whether you're looking for explosive attackers or reliable defenders, Liverpool is the team to target. Next up, we're heading down south to the Emirates Stadium, where Mikel Arteta's Arsenal are quietly building something special. The Gunners are flying high in the table, playing with a swagger and confidence that we haven't seen in years, and their upcoming fixtures suggest that this could be more than just a purple patch. This is a team that is brimming with young talent, from the electrifying Bukayo Saka to the ice-cool Gabriel Martinelli. The experienced heads of Granit Xhaka and Thomas Partey provide a solid base in midfield, allowing the likes of Martin Odegaard to weave their magic in the final third. If Arsenal can maintain their current form and navigate their way through this favourable run of fixtures, they could be genuine title contenders. And for us FPL managers, that means one thing: points, points, points. Now for a team that might not be on everyone's radar, but definitely should be Brighton and Hove Albion. The Seagulls have been a breath of fresh air under Graham Potter, playing some of the most attractive football in the league. Their upcoming fixtures suggest a goal-scoring spree. Led by Pascal Gross and Leandro Trossard, they're a constant threat going forward. Keep an eye on Danny Welbeck, who has found a new lease of life. Brighton is the team to target. Now, it wouldn't be an FPL fixture difficulty overview without talking about the teams facing a more challenging schedule. Yes, my friends, it's time to face the music, to steel ourselves for the inevitable red arrows that come with owning players with a sea of red fixtures. But fear not, all is not lost. While it's true that we need to be cautious about going too heavy on players from these teams, it doesn't mean we should completely write them off. The key here is to be selective. Look for players who are nailed on for starts, players who are on set pieces, players who have a knack for scoring against the run of play. Keep the faith, trust your gut, and don't be afraid to make bold decisions. Let's talk about the reigning champions, Manchester City, a team that needs no introduction. They're a well-oiled machine, a goal-scoring juggernaut. But even Pep Guardiola's men have their weaknesses, and their upcoming fixture list suggests that we might see a few more rotations than usual. This is where Pep's rotation roulette comes into play, and for us FPL managers, that can be a nightmare. Erling Haaland is a goal-scoring machine. Kevin De Bruyne is the assist king, and Phil Foden is a constant threat. But with so many world-class options at his disposal, Pep could decide to rest his key players, especially with the Champions League knockout stages on the horizon. Spread the risk and be prepared to be flexible with your transfers. Next up, we're heading to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea are undergoing a period of transition under their new manager, Graham Potter. The Blues have a squad packed with talent, but they haven't quite clicked into gear yet. Upcoming fixtures include clashes against Premier League heavyweights, teams who will relish denting Chelsea's title aspirations. Raheem Sterling can unlock any defence. Mason Mount is a constant threat, and Reece James is a fantasy football manager's dream. It remains to be seen if Chelsea can live up to their potential. Manchester United has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons this season. The Red Devils are in a state of flux, and their upcoming fixtures suggest things could get worse. Daunting away trips and tough matches lie ahead. Cristiano Ronaldo is a goal-scoring phenomenon. Bruno Fernandes can unlock a defence with a single pass, and Jadon Sancho has the potential to be a world-beater. But with the team struggling for consistency, it's difficult to see where the FPL points will come from. Now, you didn't think I'd leave you without some player recommendations, did you? With the fixture difficulty in mind, let's take a quick look at some key players you should consider bringing into your squad. First up, we're going for a differential, a player who's been quietly racking up the points without much fanfare. Player name and team. Next, we need to talk about a premium option, a player who's worth every penny. Player name and team. Now, no FPL team is complete without a budget enabler, and this week I'm looking at player name and team. And finally, for those of you feeling adventurous, I've got a wild card pick for you. Player name and team. Just don't blame me if it doesn't work out. So there you have it, a comprehensive fixture difficulty overview for the next 10 game weeks. We've looked at the teams to target, the teams to avoid, and some key players to consider. The best managers are those who do their research, trust their instincts, and aren't afraid to take risks. The key to Fantasy Premier League success lies in staying ahead of the curve with your transfers, captain choices, and benching strategies. Keep an eye on form, injuries, and player rotations as we navigate through this busy spell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Good luck this week, and as always, may your arrows be green.